Hello, everyone. My name is Coney. I'm the host of KOT Podcast, and this is my hashtag Destiny Feels video. I got into the Destiny community by chance. It was my freshman year in college. I was in my freshman dorm near the beginning of the fall semester. Well, it'd been after September. But I was walking down the hall, and a friend of mine had their door open, and I looked and they're playing a game, and I was like, "Hey, what are you playing?" And he's like, "It's this new game. It's its own type of thing. It's not like any other game you've ever seen before." And it was Destiny. And the one thing he said was that while it's a great game, the story's crap. Obviously, he was talking about vanilla Destiny. Um, so he asked if I wanted to play, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not? I'll play." Little did I know at the time, but I was completing the side missions for him because he didn't want to put in the time to actually do them. But even then, I was hooked. So later that year, I scrapped enough cash together and I bought myself an Xbox One. And soon after, I bought Destiny, the vanilla game. And then around January, a little bit before the Dark Below, it was really when I got it. Um, So I was playing a lot of solo and matchmaking. And anyways, I was adding anyone and everyone that I could play with. And soon I had a ton of friends on Xbox. Um, and someone at one point mentioned to me Twitch. And I was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Dude, check it out. It's really cool. Like people just stream what they're playing and stuff, and people play there's always someone playing this game, and I'm looking, and it's awesome, and it it really just increased my love of Destiny. As I would pour countless hours into this amazing game, it's when I heard some of the things about the charity stuff that this community does. Not even just the community, but what Bungie does. Um, and some of the charity stuff that people were doing were just amazing. Um, they were doing them on Twitch as well as other places, and I thought this was amazing. Skip a yet skip ahead a year. I've gone through two clans, and I finally settled into one that is pretty amazing. And all around me, I see people just being so selfless in this community. People like Gotham Broman are just the tip of the iceberg in this community. There's some of the big names, but there's True Vanguard, there's MTash, there's Triple Rec, Real Crafty, Ignite, um, just to name a few, who give so much to the community and more. And many, 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 many people just want to make it big on Twitch. But most of them either want to help others or just have a good time with others. And it's these people who are the real guardians. Um, they are the slayers of darkness and this real world, which is pain, loneliness, hunger, poverty, illness, loss, breakups, catastrophes, all of that stuff. And they just put so much time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears into charity events and support streams to raise awareness. And some of them just do it by simply showing up, um, day in and day out. Some people just need someone to talk to, and s- sometimes people like Broman and Goth just they talk to people, and it helps some people out so much just that you talk to them. We've got whole entire subreddits devoted to people that are willing to go through 10. I was talking with a guy who's a certified Sherpa, and he said one time he went through 10 plus hours with one raid group, just trying to get them through a single raid and making sure that they all know what they're doing. 10 hours. I've had teams where people were ready to quit after an hour, and we were at the boss. like ready to kill him several times, and they're just ready to throw in the towel. And he did 10 hours. It's incredible what some people will do for this community. And that's just to teach them the ins and out of this game. Um, a great guy. I'm gonna throw his name up on here. Um, this is just one guy that I know, and his name is Grumpy Drunken One, and he recently did a stream, a 96-hour charity stream for someone in his community, and he came to me and he's like, "Dude, I've got something awesome that I'm gonna do." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "I can't tell you yet." I'm like, "Is it a an event?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Is it a charity event?" And he's like, "Yes, but you can't tell anyone." I'm like, "Understandable, but if I can't tell anyone, you have to tell me who it's for." And so he told me, and it was for someone in his community that was, as a family, having to move, and they were completely uprooting themselves, and they needed help financially. And I asked him, why them? And what he told me really hit me and just made me rethink my views on this game. He told me that at one point he had been in a bad place and someone had helped him out, and that now this was his chance to help them out. And I was just like, wow, dude, that's awesome. And I was like, let me know what I can do to help. And I spread the word to my clan and everything, and they raised several $100 for this family to help them out, and it was amazing. Um, and yeah, so we as a community use the light that we each have inside of ourselves to push back the darkness and make the world better. And I don't mean to sound cliche, but I will answer your question of what the desk community means to me with another question, and that is, who are we? And we're the guardians of light. We go out every day and we push back that darkness. We fight for others, in and outside of this game, and that's what really, to me, is what makes this community amazing. Thank you guys. Again, I'm Coney of the KOT podcast. This is my podcast. Thank you for watching. Um, again, check out this guy. He's a great guy. Um, if you haven't, you should definitely look at Guardian Outpost as well. He's another selfless person. I'm looking on Twitter all the time, and he's just posting so much about other people. That he focuses on other streamers so much. It really, it's amazing what this community does for each other, and we stand behind each other. And to me, that is what this community is all about: standing next to your fellow guardian and saying, "I've got your back." Thanks, guys, and I'll see you at DestinyCon. Coney out.